All right, we will call this special meeting of the AdHoc Committee for hiring of a council clerk to order at 5 p.m. Members present are Jenny Vermillion, Vicki DeShawn, Zion Hickman, Aaron Sherrick, and myself, Chair. Is there any public participation? Seeing none. Our first item, we do have one interview scheduled for today, so after we're done discussing things, we will take what's the word I want to say?
Recess.
A recess. I was thinking intermission, but there would be no popcorn served. We'll recess and then we'll reconvene and go into executive session for the interview. But there are two other people that have the interest in having an interview, and Jenny's been talking to them. What is everybody's availability to get those scheduled probably next week?
Well, I don't have any work next week except for my second job, so anything before 4 o'clock I'm available for.
Before 4 o'clock?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. July 5th, I probably won't be able to do it because I gotta come in early and do stuff for the company.
So the 5th, we have a council meeting at 7, and the 6th, we have a committee meetings at 6.
So if we do.
We don't want to do it on the 4th just because it's a holiday.
Thursday.
We could do it potentially prior to either of those two meetings. Would probably be the best. That way we're not running late and making somebody sit and wait.
Prior to the meeting Thursday, that way they have time to rearrange their schedule if they'd like to actually be here.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm okay Wednesday or Thursday. Zion, you said you're no good for either of those?
I'm no good for Wednesday.
But you are on Thursday?
Yeah.
Vicki, how about you?
I'm fine both days.
Okay, and Aaron?
I'm good.
All right, I'll offer Thursday.
So offer Thursday, and if by chance Wednesday is the only option for either one of them, then we can do that as well.
Okay.
And then once we know what it is, we'll get that meeting announced.
Okay.
We have a list of questions for the interview, which we can go over when we go into executive session. That way we don't share them publicly for the other people to have a week to prepare for. Vicki, do you have anything else for the moment?
No?
Zion, do you?
Nope.
Aaron? Jenny? Well, then we will go into recess at the moment. We will reconvene at approximately 5 till 6 when we will then go into executive session. All right, the ad hoc committee for hiring a council clerk is back in session at 5:50 p.m. And I will entertain a motion to go into executive session for the purposes of conducting an interview with a potential candidate.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
I have a first by Ms. Sherrick.
I'll second. Oh,
I have a second from Mr. Hickman. All in favor, say aye.
aye.
Opposed, the same?
I don't think that reason that you stated is one of the reasons outlined in going into executive session.
Well, go further and tell me what, because I know when we did it, when Mr. Ratliff made us read that entire paragraph, Mr. Gurnett said we did not have to.
That's correct, and I had pointed that out to former
Okay.
law director Ratliff, that you did not need to read all of that. But according to
Hiring personal.
Section 121.22, it says when you're going into executive session, it's either to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, and then it goes on and lists
Right.
other things.
I know when we did, oh, go ahead, sorry.
My thought is that we're wanting to enter into executive session to consider the appointment. And I guess my question is, are we going to also be talking about compensation?
That's one of
Okay.
the questions.
Yes.
So then I feel that we should go into executive session to consider the appointment and compensation of a public employee per Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G1.
So you're making that as amended, or am I just amending the motion?
Would you like to amend your motion, Ms. Sherrick?
Yes, sir. I would like to amend my motion.
I'll second it again.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, I know you're gonna get me on this, but you know me. When we talk about, I make the motion, that is something that I wish
I
we
agree
would
with you.
change. Like you mentioned, do I have a motion to do this? And someone will say, I make that motion. I feel that person should repeat or state what the motion is they're
agree.
making.
Wording paper.
Ms. Sherrick, would you like to I was just going to ask if you want to withdraw your motion, but would you like to amend your motion?
I would like to move that we enter an executive session to consider the appointment and compensation of a public employee per Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G1.
All right, would you slide that down, and I'll ask Ms. DeShawn to second that motion.
I second that motion.
Do you need to repeat it again, or is that good enough?
No,
Okay.
we do not
All
have
right.
to.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do we have to do a roll call?
We have to do a roll
Okay.
call.
Yeah.
Ms. DeShawn?
Yes.
Mr. Hickman?
Yes.
Ms. Sherrick?
Yes.
Ms. Vermillion?
Yes.
And I'm also a yes. All right, we are in executive session at 5:53 PM. All right, the ad hoc committee for hiring a council clerk, I will entertain a motion to exit executive session.
I'll make a motion to exit executive session.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion by Ms. Sherrick and a second by Ms. Vermillion. A roll call. Ms. Sherrick?
Yes.
Ms. Vermillion?
Yes.
Ms. DeShawn?
Yes.
Mr. Hickman?
Yes.
And I am a yes. So we are out of executive session at 6:35 PM. We have no report to issue at this time, and we also do not have a date yet for a future meeting, but hope to have one next week. Watch the newspaper and documents on demand for such notice, and we will adjourn at 6:35 PM.